Hello. Oh, hello, hello. Ouch. Leg's already starting to hurt. Guys, I don't know what to do. Maybe I should just get a seat cushion or something. Can't believe that I would need that on a literally. How old is it now? Let me think. Maybe a month? Maybe a bit more than a month? I think. A chair I bought this year, basically. Something about a month and a half ago. I already need a seat cushion for because it's been produced by one-legged, no-armed, like pirates who have both eyes blinded. I mean, I'm not quite sure, but I guess I guess that's what it is. I guess that's what it is. Or they're just scammers, which is most likely the case. You know, it's the whole fucking eco-friendly thing again. Unfortunately, it was the only chair that had the specs I wanted. So I thought, well, maybe, just maybe, this chair could work, despite being sold mostly by scam websites. Then I found an offer on Amazon, which is another scam website, but you know, and turns out I got scammed. It's like, damn, who would have thought? Who could have possibly thought of that one? Well, I couldn't, apparently. All right, before I start drawing, though, let me just quickly check with the audio a little bit. With a little bit of audio. Give me a second here. Could be better. Could be worse. Like kind of like suffering from a what's it called? Hmm. Yeah, I don't know the English term for it. Basically, just pain in my ears or in my one ear. Yes. Whoops. That's not what I wanted to do. Maybe I'll get away with just sitting for today. I don't know yet. I certainly hope I can, because I just, I want to draw. Figure out how to draw. We see if it works out. I certainly hope so. So, let me. Yeah. Excuse me. Let me get this a bit smaller here. Hmm. Wait. Let me try it with the thing here again. So, kind of like doing this, right? Hmm. I guess I should do a better sketch. This is not really helpful. This layer below here. I mean, it gives an idea, but not the right idea. Not the correct idea. So, shrink it down a bit. Alright. So, hmm. would kind of like to turn this a bit more. Ever so slightly. Kind of like this, maybe? Okay, now this arm is a bit too thick still. Hmm. 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 Maybe the thumb would be a bit thicker here, huh? I don't know. Maybe? Or rather... Let me... Hmm. Ah, I see. I think I see. It's certainly not in top form today. Not like the usual, just physical pain, I guess you could say. You know, back pain, leg pain, brain pain, I don't know. But more like I'm not doing so well in terms of like mental capacity. Is that the right word? I guess you could say that, right? I think so. So, you know, if I'm being honest, I didn't really feel like starting to draw today, but I'm doing it. You know, that phase most often than not, it goes as quickly as it comes. You know, is that the right way of saying it? I don't quite remember. I don't quite remember. Yes. Well, let me. Maybe this is the time when I should. You know what? Maybe this is right now the time to study some hands, huh? Because I'm not getting further ahead in this, I don't think. Let me do some hand studies. Let's do some hand studies. I don't know what they will look like, but let me just get some images here. Pinterest. 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 need some hand studies. That's some interesting stuff. Why do I get images for pipes? Or like factory buildings. Kind of a bit random. Not that I don't like it. It's kind of nice. Still don't understand why though. Anyway, let's not get distracted here. I need hands. Hands. We need more. I think I'll take one easy approach here. Something that someone else has already drawn as reference. And I'll try and redraw those a little bit, I think. And then I'll do just with my own hands, right? Some reference. And I'll try to make it look decent-ish, kind of. We'll see how far we get. And yes. Let's try that. So I only need really one image here, being that of this artist. I really like those hands. I do. Oh, there we go. Projects, drawings, reference, characters, partial hands, maybe? I guess I'm using characters pretty broadly to mean humanoid or human, you know? So let's go with this. Hands, save, and open the whole thing. Oh wait, let me move over to... Yes, I want to save it. Move over to practice week 4. I'm still kind of liking how I did the feet here. Like just the shorthand thing. I like this. It's not terrible. I've drawn worse. Way worse. Like here, for example. Alright. Let me just hide that. Okay. Alright. Let's go above this. Characters. Did I insert this? No, I did not yet. Okay. Let me move this into this category if I'm allowed to do so. Thank you. Alright. Let me transform this a bit here. Just so we have some more detail on what we're doing here. Okay, I can already start to guess. Jesus Christ, my leg is hurting. Ah! Okay, I'll see if I can find a cushion of sorts. I'll be right back, because I can't do this. I'll be right back, guys. Let me just switch. Sorry. Could have done this earlier, because this is not exactly news to me. And I didn't think of the most simple potential solution. I'll be right back. Let's see if this works out. All right. Let me keep the lights on, actually. I don't want to see where my hands are. All right. I don't know if this will work out, but I hope it will. Certainly feeling like I'm destroying my body just sitting on this chair. It's insane. Anyway. So, I think I can start to guess this guy's approach here. So, let me just see if what I'm thinking of makes sense. Let's try something relatively whoops, easy here. All right. Okay, let's see if I can recreate this somewhat. There's some foreshortening going on here, definitely. Let me see, how would I be able to construct this? Let me see. Let me try and focus on just the bare bones construction here. Ouch. Alright. God damn. Hmm. Oh, okay. I think. I mean, it's kind of feeling less painful now. Maybe I just have to get used to there not being pain all the time in my leg when I'm sitting. Alright, okay, well. Let's see, I can already tell that the thickness here of these fingers don't quite work out. So this, I'm guessing. Damn. Ouch. Okay. Jesus Christ, I can't concentrate. I'll be right back. Sorry, guys. Very sorry about this. Oh, okay. So I found a carpet, several carpets. Now I'm going to try and see if that makes it bearable to stand here. Sorry, guys. Should have come with more preparation. It's kind of feeling okay-ish. We'll see how well that works. Might need another layer of carpet. All right. So, I didn't mind this bend in here, I think, huh? Hmm. Hmm. All right. Hmm. It's kind of working, but also not really. Okay, before it gets worse, let me try to get another one. I have a third one. Give me a minute. Okay, I've returned. I have placed the third carpet. We'll see if it works out. I don't know. I still have like foot and leg pain from yesterday, so might have ruined something. I don't know. I hope not. So this guy definitely understands more about form than I do. Basically everything, but just the most obvious glaring thing. Like his hand looks a lot more 3D than mine. The proportions also just work. Maybe if I go make the fingers just a slight bit. Let me see, so oh, it's already starting to hurt. Just standing here. Jesus. Maybe I should just try and walk. Although that's gonna be fun. Look at this. Look at how wobbly this is. Ah, Lord, oh Lord. I'm literally experiencing physical pain trying to draw. It's kind of hilarious. Maybe it's not even actually a thing that has to do much with the physical world in terms of like there being a cause outside of myself for the pain, you know? Maybe it's like a adverse physiological reaction. You know what I mean? Something trying to force me back into old habits, I guess you could say, that I haven't picked up on yet. Perhaps it's that force causing me this pain. Or it's literally just devastatingly poor craftsmanship of the chair in combination with the devastatingly horrific and terrible craftsmanship of this floor. Ah, well, we will know in time. Maybe I should, instead of trying to redraw this, because I don't think it's helping a whole lot here. Let me just finish it before I try a different approach. I kind of have this feeling that this particular way of quote-unquote studying is not helping. You know? I have a feeling, I don't know all the lyrics, so I'm saying something. Ouch. Okay, so it's not an immediate pain reaction, I guess, in my like feet, right? Ankle and such, but more like now I have knee pain, slight knee pain, very slight knee pain. Certainly nothing compared to yesterday. Kind of feels better. Don't know if it is better though. We'll see. All right. Let me get the desk up a bit further. Sometimes I wish I had a adjustable table that goes a bit further up. I think its current height is 171, if I'm not mistaken. Something along those lines, which is too short for me, personally. Although, let me think. No, actually, I think it's actually quite right. Maybe a few centimeters higher. Just a few. Hmm. Hmm. This hand appears as though all fingers are the same length, which obviously they wouldn't be, right? But maybe it doesn't make too much of a difference, huh? In this angle. Maybe that's the case. I don't know. Hmm. All right. Should probably try and simplify this whole thing here by a lot. So now, if we go ahead and make this a bit, just a slight bit, not much, this is enough, longer than the rest of the fingers. Maybe make this one a bit less like, ouch. Hmm. Hmm. It's kind of working, but also not really. That's some funny business. Ouch. Okay, now. Hmm. Maybe it is the way I'm standing that's causing the pain. I don't know. How do you properly stand? Man. Alright, alright. Kinda works, but also not really. Hmm. So what I'm seeing here with this hand, right? is that this finger is too far apart from the rest, I think. It would be more like... more like here. This also doesn't quite work out. Slightly more bearable. I have to like do these consistent, like regular pauses to just move around a little bit. Because apparently I can't stand properly. I don't know. Maybe I'm also sitting incorrectly. How do you sit incorrectly? Fucking hell. Fucking hell, man. Okay, this looks even worse now. Let me just revert it back to what it was earlier. Is it mostly the thickness? Or just the angle that's not working out here? I'll definitely have to... Let me just deconstruct this. Try as best as I can, rather. Whoops. Alright, so what do we have? We have a cylinder. Or rather a cone, I would say. But let's just keep it simple. Alright, what else? We have the cone. Maybe I should look at some skeletal hand, you know? Let me look here. Skeletal hand. Just to look at that. Okay. Maybe this helps to keep in mind. Whoops. Let me get a picture here. An image. Left hand is fine, I don't mind either way. Let me get this new image here. Insert this new layer. Is it already inside the... Am I blind? Oh, okay, no, okay, apparently not, okay. Alright. Guess I could have also inserted this as a reference image to move it around freely. You know what, I'll do that, actually. As reference image. Perfect. Okay, so let's keep in mind the general structure. We're trying to simplify the form, right? But I think it would help to understand what's underneath all of that first. So we have this. This is the left hand, okay. So right at the end, basically, is where the thumb starts. Wait, this is not the thumb. The thumb is on the other side. What the hell am I doing? So there's kind of like a rectangle sitting on this, like, I don't know. Is this helpful? I don't know. Probably not. No, this is kind of, it's kind of stupid. Hmm. Wait, wouldn't there be one more? Hmm. No, this is too large. How do I simplify this? Hmm. Let me remove this and actually just do it as a new layer. Whatever. Let me just... Okay. Let me paint over this. Okay, so... Or maybe I'm misrepresenting this anyway. But let me just try and figure this one out. Kind of makes sense why this starts down here all the way. Oh, I'm painting right on top of it. That's my bad. Wait, where is... Oh. Oh, okay. That's my bad. I didn't realize it. Let me just erase all of this. Actually, I could cut it and... let me do that instead. Cut. 2 new layer. All right. Perfect. There we go. I certainly won't get around to just drawing this. Question is just how do I make all of this look relatively appealing? What about... Hmm. Maybe if I try with, like, say, a flow, if that's what you would call this. I'd need a side profile of a hand that I don't really have. Somewhat over here in this thing. All right. Hmm. Ouch. Fuck me. It's unbelievable how much this is hurting. Let me try and sit down. Almost immediately my leg starts hurting. But only my right leg. So I might have already, damaged my leg here with this chair. Although I do have to say, when I sit down in the other chairs I have around, it's not as bad. Although, wait, let me think. One in the living room is fine. The dining chairs aren't, if I sit on them. Ever since I got this office chair, supposed office chair. Can't sit on them well either. Jesus. How can I simplify this stuff? Hmm. Hmm. Let me draw just in general terms above this. Okay, let me try and break this down as best as I can. If I can even do that. I don't know. Might not be able to. Hmm. The overall... Terrible. I mean, look at something else. All right. Let me try and get my arms slightly more loose. Try not to punch through the tablet. Hold the pen slightly differently. Okay, let's see. Although it's not exactly the pose that I'm trying to go for. Hmm. No, this is not quite giving it the... Oh, it's because of this bend, I think, huh? Terrible. Terrible hand. I've been dealt a terrible hand. Okay, now I just need to keep in mind... Let me just move on. Let me try and do this in here, like... Let me try and relax as much as I can here. The carpets are kind of working, also kind of not. It's like a weird mix in between having like the worst pain in all of existence at your feet, you know, quite literally, or you know, being able to just live. I mean, it could be worse. I could be bleeding from my feet, you know, could be really bad, unironically. Hmm. Hmm. All right. Why is this looking like a foot? Almost like a heel of sorts, you know? Why did I go from drawing a... Anyway. Kind of working, but also not really. You know what, I'll just leave this here. I don't know why I did this, but whatever. Maybe I should do more measuring or something. I don't know. It's not really working actually. Wait, because this is too short. It have to be something like up here. And this wouldn't work. This would not work. This wouldn't work as much either. Terrible, terrible. Okay. Let's just draw the right hand. So strictly speaking, hmm. 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 Ouch. Okay, now my ankle is really hurting. Okay, let me try and sit down a bit. Just like a little pause. I have to find like a permanent solution for this because this is insane. Hmm. My legs certainly start hurting once I sit down. I don't necessarily mean the usual pain of just the seat, but also like the mm, what would you call this? Mm, the pain from the stress of standing, I guess. I don't know how to describe it. Also starts just rolling in once I sit down, you know? It's when I really notice it. Like, I don't think I've had this much pain just standing around ever before. Not even in the military, you know? It's kind of. It's kind of weird. I don't know what's going on. Ouch. I mean, with the seat cushion, it's not as bad, I guess. I don't know. Maybe I am just sitting incorrectly. You know? Kind of feel like I'm not sitting on my ass, but something else. If that makes sense. Huh. Kind of working slightly. I'm in despair. But let's try to keep this going somehow. Let's keep it simple. Let's keep it fast. Let's not. This is not constructing. This is bullshit. Okay, so point of origin right around here. Maybe doing it like so helps. And then we need another one somewhat here. Roughly the same size, yes? So this is the hand. And this is them fingers. Hmm. I guess it's gonna be like draw hands every day from now on. All right. Well. Oops. Hmm. Too thick fingers. Fingers too thick. Hmm. What's the title of my stream actually? Why do I even think about that? Okay. I don't know. Kind of felt it was relevant for some odd reason. Mine was like, you should check your title. Don't know why. Don't know how. Or for what purpose. Okay, so this one on the left is definitely horrendous. How can I improve on this? Staring at hands? Kind of. If I were to simplify it, I would say, well, it's kind of looking like a rectangular shape that's slightly larger than the wrist below it, or connecting to it, rather. Something like this, maybe. Okay, it somehow works like this. Hmm. Hmm. There we go. All right. Okay. So this is actually pretty straight. Hmm. No, this is wrong actually. But this thumb kind of looks too long. Hmm. Hmm. Ouch. Why am I constantly drawing into this hand here? I'm about to just remove you again. You know what? I think I will do that. Does it come back? It does actually come back. Fuck me. This is insane. Come on, why do you save this kind of information? Hmm. 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 I don't know about this, huh? This looking terrible. Anyway, it's. I don't think these guidelines helped a lot. I didn't even use them. Hmm. Maybe putting this in terms of 3D form would help. I don't know. Hmm. Hmm. Is it? I don't know about this, huh? I cannot draw hands. Hmm. Whoops. Hmm. I'm wondering if I can like try and because I'm outside the legal range of just giving it back. The chair, I mean, right? I have like 2 weeks to test it or something. Maybe I can sell it back to them as a used chair. Because honestly, I'd have to throw it away. I'd have to legitimately throw it away. The only other thing I could try would be like putting it on eBay. But honestly, I can't like, how should I say this? I can't in good conscience give this to another person that intends to use it. You know? I couldn't. I wouldn't be able to. It's insane. Man, I mean, why is it so difficult for me to draw fingers? Fingers. Mm. Hmm. Hmm. Uh, I didn't think drawing would be this physically straining. Fucking hell. How is this possible? Is this allowed? Man, I'm about to just throw this away and spend $800 on like a fucking steel chair, steel case chair or something. I don't know. I'm at my wit's end. Man, this sucks. This actually sucks so bad. Don't know what to do. Don't know what to do. I just want to sit in a chair that doesn't kill me. Is that is that too much of an ask? Fuck me. This is too much. Yep. this would be. I mean. Okay, let me take a moment. I'll be right back. I'll get something to drink and walk a little bit. All right. See you in a bit. Okay, I have returned. I got me some water. This is looking terrible. All right. I don't know if this is working properly. Maybe redrawing some of this could help me for a little bit here. Kind of interesting how he shorthanding this here. Okay, I see it. I see the form he's describing. The slight exaggeration of like the, what would you call this? This like wrist knuckle? I don't know. Just wrist bone, I guess. Like right here, right? This here is a bit too low, frankly. Oh wait, actually it's not. Never mind. It's not. It's just too prominent. You wouldn't actually see this. I guess it would be more like then. More like so. But it looks okay this way. Not that I have much experience drawing hands. I think this is first time really trying to understand how to draw hands. How would you deconstruct this? Like, I mean, it's simple to just, you know, follow the outline. But I don't think I'm gonna be learning a whole lot of anything if I do that. You know? Don't think I would be. Hmm. Hmm. Walking around certainly helped. I laid down a little bit as well. Just a little bit while the water was getting cool. You know? Because it's like spring water. Spring? Is that the right word? Like, it comes directly from the mountain, basically without much treatment, or any at all, rather. Okay. In a way, similar to what they do in New York, if I remember correctly. I think. Might have to reread, or read up on that, rather. I'm getting hot, but I don't know if I can open my window, because I feel like the foreigner downstairs is gonna be smoking weed again. Because apparently that's his pastime, full-time job, and hobby, and his like probation instructions, and I don't know what else. Everything you can possibly imagine. It sucks so bad, man. I hate it. I hate the smell. Beyond belief. Beyond belief. Ouch, my arm. Ugh. Ow. Lord. How can I make this foam work for me? This is horrendous. What are you? No. No, I'm gonna delete you. Oh, wait, what? Oh, come on. Are you serious? I just seriously paint on that. Oh, I can't believe it. Why would I switch to the reference and paint on top of it? I'm so retarded. Why, of all things, is this what I do? Why? Why? Alright. Okay. Let me get rid of this. Oh. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Legs hurt. Leg hurt. Terrible. Ah, what the hell? This is a new pain. Fucking hell. I feel like I'm constantly whining, but it's so bad. Oh. Let me try and sit down. Fuck this. Lord. Okay. Oh, well. It is what it is. can I fix this shit? I can't possibly rip out all of the floor. That's not gonna happen. That's way too expensive. I could look around for better carpets. Maybe some shoes to wear or something. I don't know. I could. What can I? What else can I do? I could. I mean, that's pretty much it, huh? Finding a carpet or finding shoes. Combining both of them. I don't know. The mattress isn't gonna help either, and it's way too big anyway. I can't do that either, so. In theory, I could try and find a sort of like hammock. I guess I could try and mount that, although I don't know how productive you could be sitting in that. It would have to be something particular for sitting, like so. At least in that sense, then I wouldn't have the pain of sitting on something because I'd be lying in a piece of cloth, basically. To have to look for proper mounting sockets, the ways to just mount them properly. The hammock. I don't know what else I could do. Not a whole lot, because I don't have all the money of the world. Wish I did, but I don't. So. I don't know, guys. How draw hand? Will you draw hand? Have you ever drawn hand? When will you draw hand? Do you draw hand? Have you ever drawn hand? When will you draw hand? Ouch. Maybe it's not even something in my feet, but like a hip issue? Not implausible. Ooh. Alright. I can't concentrate too much on the studies because this is just hurting too much. So I'll go back to sitting on my sofa. I don't want to keep whining. I'll try and find a solution. We'll see. Think about it a bit more. Sorry about the short stream and the long absence. in between. We'll see. Maybe I'll just crash out and buy a $1,200 like chair. I don't know. Guys, it's kind of insane that you have to pay these prices to sit a piece of furniture. Okay, like I can buy half a car, and if I'm actually no, I can't buy a car with that kind of money. You know, I can literally go to a friend and buy a car for that amount. That can do a whole lot more than me just sitting in it. It's kind of retarded, actually. But hey, I mean, just look around. The world is kind of retarded nowadays. Excuse my French. Kind of mad at myself too for buying this dog shit. Anyway, don't let me get you down. Hope you're having a lovely day. Rest of your day, beginning of your day, whatever it may be. I hope you don't have to run into these issues. Baseline, listen to your gut. If something's way too difficult to acquire, maybe rethink if you should have it. I didn't. Now I'm in this mess. Well, maybe it's not applicable to everything. Anyway, hope you're having a nice day. Take care of yourself, treasure your health, and I see you next time. My fucking leg.